Alright, you fucking hermaphrodites. I'm back. Fucking. Oh shit. I'm gonna put on some shorts, some trousers. I just woke up. Fucking came home from work at like 3. I ate some fucking Popeyes chicken sandwich. That shit like fucked up my stomach, dude. Like, oh my god, chat. Thought I was gonna throw up again because I was like feeling the same way that I did when I did throw up the first time I ate the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And like, oh my god, yeah. I thought I was actually gonna fucking die again. It felt like so much heartburn and shit. Just caught like, bro, I thought I was gonna throw up again, but luckily I didn't. And instead, I just fucking was like on the toilet, fucking passing like a triple flusher in one flush. It was actually insane. Oh man, but enough about my fucking total human. What is it called? Spontaneous anal combustion. Let's dig in. Fucking my boy Alonzo actually told me fucking recently that Asmon almost fucking died. Fucking like a dead animal in his goddamn shit. So let's check it out.
I got insanely fucking lucky. I could have hurt myself. I could have broken a bone. I could have died.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm not doing that again. Yesterday was fucking
What?
crazy. Basically, oh god.
Oh no. Oh gee
Oh,
whiz.
man.
Oh gee willikers.
We had a pretty big day today, or yesterday, I mean, and yeah. So I had to take the day off. I woke up and I couldn't sleep. Well, it's basically like yesterday was a really good example of how you ever have one of those days where like everything just kind of the dominoes always fall.
Just keep
in a
fucking
way
shitting
that
on
is
you.
not
Life
good
is just
for
shitting
you.
on you.
Well, this was
Everything's
one of my
going like
dominoes
a
yesterday.
fucking against you.
And
Yeah.
so I had to deal with that. I thought this board was safe. This piece of wood, it wasn't. It was not.
It was not.
And so anyway, yep, I fell right through my fucking ceiling. Obviously, I was able to catch myself and, you know, I'm fine, right? I mean, aside from like, you know, 4 or 5 other cuts all over me. Other than that, I'm fine. But yeah, no, nothing broken. It's only a flesh
No way, bro. This is actually way worse than what Alonzo fucking told me. I thought it was a dead animal fucking came through his house. Not he went through his fucking roof. What, did he just fucking DDT his roof, dude? He just fucking swanton bombed off the attic and right through his fucking ceiling?
wound. It's totally fine. I'll heal in a few days and that'll be it. And so I'm not worried about it.
I
Good
now
one,
have a
Jackass.
P.O. box.
Yeah, I know. Well, so here's what happened, right? Is that apparently, so, okay, let me go back. All right, where do I want to start with trying to explain what happened with this, right? Did you get your wounds disinfected? I actually took a bath and I washed myself completely because there are so many cuts all over me. Like there's
Take
this
a bath,
one,
take a
there's
shower.
that one.
Take a bath.
I think there's one over here too. I don't know if
That's
you can really see
questionable,
that
my
one very
friend.
well. Where is it? There's like some like little bit, maybe a tiny little bit.
This is
there.
Asmon, you know, trying to.
Not a whole lot. And let's see.
You know, like right
I'm trying to think.
there. You know, trying to like show off his pecs, like.
my leg.
You
my
know,
leg is
right
cut up.
there.
I
You know,
yeah.
I think it's like right
Yep, there it is.
there.
It's cut up as well. But the fact is, I mean, that's nothing. I mean, really, that's nothing. It's not even a big deal. And so anyway, dude, no, yeah, it's totally fine.
It's no big deal.
No
biggie.
Honestly, so to me,
No kizzy,
man,
no
thank you
busy.
again for the 10 subs. I appreciate it. And what animal did you find? And did you clean it up?
Oh, so it
yeah,
was an animal.
oh, actually, you know,
Okay, so the information that I have collected has not been false. Okay.
I can show you a picture. Yeah, I actually did. Please see a doctor. What, for a few cuts? For a few, like, a few little cuts on you? You want me to go see a doctor? Like, what the fuck? No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is.
No, it's tetanus. There's no tetanus. There's no metal there. What are you talking about? And so anyway, yeah, it can get infected. Anything can get infected. I've been cut so many times. It's not a big
Spicy
deal.
chicken.
Asbestos, not the cuts. So I hate to tell you guys this, but I was reading through. So I was reading through a lot of like the comments and everything
Double
that
flusher,
people
one
made
flush.
on this. And jeez, I hate. I feel like such a bitch saying this, but I have given up. I have
He's
surrendered.
folded. He's folded.
We are actually
He's
going
faltered.
to get a cleaning team out.
Oh
we're gonna have somebody come-
no! The age of the dark side has fallen. There's been balance in the forest now. The forest is balancing his house out. You know, this is just what was due. The power of the dark side has overwhelmed asmondgold. He's lost the power to, you know, conduct the force, and, you know, be able to control it. Now he's relented to having the rebellion come in and take care of this heresy,
out and
this
look
treachery,
into
this
whether
abomination
it's
to
asbestos
mankind.
or not, and we're gonna do the whole thing, right?
Everything,
And so,
top to bottom, lickety split,
I
head
didn't
and
I
shoulders,
didn't want to
knees
have to
and
do
shoulders.
that, right? I thought I could do it myself. To be honest with you guys, I
No,
thought
you
I could
can't,
just do
dude.
it all by myself. It'd be no big deal.
Yeah,
The
right.
fact is that yesterday
It is a big deal.
I
It is
got
100% of a big deal, and you don't even know how much of a big deal it is, my friend.
so lucky, and like I had people telling me like,
You
oh
were
yeah,
almost
this happened to
felded.
me. You know, and like there was like one post like I woke up in a hospital, like oh
My man was
I got
actually
bruised
almost
ribs.
fucking
And,
felded.
like so all this
It's like
happens, and,
literally insane to me.
like I was also like holding a stick. Like it's one of those things that like it happened so fast that I don't even know how I reacted to it. But the next thing I knew, I was just holding on to the sides, and after that, like a half second later, I was back standing up on top of that, right? And so I was just like shocked, right? And I didn't even really. It took me like maybe an hour to come down of the, you know, from like that fucking, you know, adrenaline high, right?
The
Holding a stick,
adrenaline
yeah, I was
high,
trying
I'm
to
so
move
hocked
because
up.
I thought, did you get the dead animal? Okay, so why was I in my attic? So I woke up and I smelled a dead animal. Now
Oh,
I can
God.
smell like
Just felt
three
smelled
things
the
in my
carcass.
life. I can smell dead rats.
You little rat!
I can smell blood. Yes, I can smell blood. I can tell when there's blood. And I can smell the difference between a Dr. Pepper and a Coca-Cola. And I can even smell the difference between a a Coca-Cola and a Pepsi. That's true. That's actually a very good point. Yes, exactly. And that's it. And so anyway, wait, you smell soda? Yes, I can smell soda.
You can smell
that's basically
soda.
about it. And anyway, so this is kind of like what happened is that I woke up and I was like, oh my god, there's a dead animal in the house again. Fuck. Why is this happening again? So I go into
Because
my
you don't
attic and I
fucking
can
clean
kind
your
of smell
house,
it more.
dude.
I have
It's
such
fucking
a really
disgusting.
bad sense of smell in general, though.
That's actually
that it's very
fucking
hard for me
filthy,
to
dude.
track any scent
That's
and find it.
nefarious. Like
And so
treasonous
anyway, I was
acts.
in my attic trying to find this dead animal. I never found it, and that's why. And I think the reason why is that like this morning I woke up, it wasn't as bad. I think what happened is that it was actually a raccoon that died underneath my deck in my backyard. Because I walked out into the backyard and like I could very, very strongly smell it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, dude.
And so yeah, that's basically what happened, right?
That is
there
not
was a
how
dead
fucking physics
raccoon in
works.
my backyard. I mean, it could have been a cat or a fox, but like I think it
Fumes
was a
go up,
raccoon,
Asmon, not
'cause that's
down.
usually what there is around here, right? And so you aren't supposed to walk between the beams when you're in the attic. Do you see this right here? This is like, you know, like in Dark Souls where they have like the piece of ground where there's like cracks through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
He
about
said
what happened.
yeah.
And anyway, so it's wrapping up.
Yeah, like I said, he was
and so
slain.
That's what I think happened. So
He's
the
been
funny
felded.
thing is that I did all
He was like,
this
as
for
soon as he
nothing.
fell and hit the ground, it was like on some Street Fighter shit. Roll, and you know his walls were like, finish him.
That's what's really funny about it is that all of this drama, all of this bullshit, I think was all for nothing. And I'm pretty sure that the actual dead animal isn't even in the house. So,
Yeah,
but to be fair though,
he was
so I walked out
reanimated.
into my fucking
My boy
garage,
Kabuto,
and
you know,
there's
did some
literally a
fucking
rat
reanimation
sitting
jutsu.
there. Like back in the day, they would at least have like the fucking dignity to run away.
To run
But he's lived
away.
there so long, he didn't even.
Ah,
give a
yes.
fuck
Society has even started to affect the poor animals. They have become like sooner or later, you're gonna start fucking seeing like just like a swarm of fucking Venice, you know, deer and like elk and shit just start robbing gas stations and shit. Like, you know, a swarm of 50. Just start raiding and hacking fucking goddamn grocery store and bodegas and shit.
about me. He's like, hey. Anyway, so yeah, where the fuck is this food? And like, he didn't even think about it. He didn't even give a fuck, right? Yeah, he owned the place. And so we got to, and so basically this is what happened, right? So I fall through the ceiling. I catch myself. As I said, you know, by the way, also, one of the reasons why I was stepping and walking in a weird way, really fun fact, I moved.
No. You're missing the most crucial piece of information. Why the fuck were you even up in the attic, my boy? What were you doing up there? What business had you up there?
slipped my foot in a way that morning where I tore my entire toenail off one of my toes.
Nah, dude, land, dude. That's nasty.
Fucking thing, and I had to get a piece of a bandage to like press everything down to stop all the bleeding. So I was walking in a weird way anyway because of that happening. Ouch! It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Dude,
who cares?
lame.
And so anyway, listen. I have scars. I used to tear the skin off my back just because I like the way it feels.
Ew,
like,
what the fuck? You freak. Oh my god, you absolute freak, dude. Like, I used to have this friend. I used to have this friend that, he would, like, whenever he would get cut or, like, you know, injured or some shit, he would always pick at the scabs and, like, peel them off and shit. And, like, I always just thought that was so, like, cringe and, like, nasty, dude.
If you ever see me outside, if I'm ever not wearing a shirt, you can see it. And yes, and I've scratched my arm, I've stabbed a fork in my arm. This is nothing, okay? It's not a big deal. I've broken my own teeth out. It's not a big deal.
I've never broken my teeth. I've chipped a tooth before.
Like any of this kind of stuff anymore. But you know,
my
when I was
front
younger, it was a little bit different.
was chipped.
And so anyway, that's what happened.
So I don't have my default teeth anymore.
Why? Well, it depends. The fork in my arm is because I missed a spell reflective cyclone in Burning Crusade, which if you played the game, you'd understand. You'd understand because it's just bullshit,
you'd understand.
Right? Just total bullshit. And so anyway,
Mini Wells!
Yeah, exactly.
Right side! Handle it!
Yes, when it rains, it pours.
Fuck!
So I wake up, I couldn't sleep. I slept for like maybe 3 hours. I wake up, I immediately tear my fucking toenail off. There's blood everywhere. I actually had to put a bandage on for this one.
Dude, that's a gauze, not a bandage situation, my boy.
I wake up and I go to the store. I'm about ready to go stream. And I get into my room, like, this smells like fucking dead rats. God damn it. And so I go into my attic. I fall through the fucking ceiling in my attic, and then I'm sitting there like, this is me, I'm right here, and I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. So I get up, immediately after this happens, I do the smartest thing possible. I literally just get up and step over the hole, and I keep doing it, right? I'm still looking. I don't even give a fuck about falling through. I'm like, okay, there's no, I'm like doing this, I'm like, okay, I can move my legs, move my arms. All right, well, nothing's broken, I'm fine. And so let's just keep going. And anyway, I still couldn't fucking find the thing, right? That was it. Is the TV still there? Yeah, this is my ex-girlfriend's TV. She left when she moved out. You know how it is. But anyway, so
she
yes,
left
that's her TV. Is it? Yes, this is Pink. That's Pink Sparkle's television right there. And this, if I could have, I would have. Okay, guys. I understand that it was really funny, and I've fallen down my stairs probably 30 times. There was one time I fell down my stairs and I was holding on like my space heater and my drink, and obviously like I threw them both up in the air, and I was just sitting there laughing after I was falling at the bottom of the stairs. I was just laughing. I was like, man, this should have been so funny if somebody could have watched it. But I've never broken a bone. I've never fractured anything ever. I've like ran into things. I've slammed my hand against things. I've had my foot run over by a car.
Oh my god, yeah. I think Alonzo's actually been. When we were in high school, chat. I remember one time we were leaving like the fucking we were leaving class and we were all like hanging out by like the fucking cigarette tree where everybody used to go out and fucking smoke cigarettes, and everybody was like getting in the car, and I think it was like Alonzo's turn to get in the car, and he was like the last one, and this kid who was driving thought that he was in the car, so he like fucking took off and he ran over Alonzo's foot. Oh my god, dude, Alonzo was like fucking going crazy. Oh, dude, my fucking foot, dude, it's just fucking hilarious.
So I'm not really that worried about it, but knock on wood. Hey, yeah, knock on wood.
What?
Well, actually, a really funny thing about that, about knock on drywall, and so yeah, this would be good content. Yeah, sure. And so you broke your crusty toenail? Not necessarily. No, it was just I tore part of it off. Something, and it tore
oh my god,
the
this
entire
ear
fucking
me.
thing off, right? That's what it was. And is that a support beam? No, that was a support beam.
That
so
was,
anyway,
yeah, it's a strong choice of words.
Basically, I had this happen, and by the way, I already fixed this.
Oh,
and so yesterday, after all this was happening, I'll go ahead and show you right here. My dad always taught me whenever I was a kid, he said that every time that something bad happens to you, turn the situation in a way to make it even better than before it happened. And so I try to use that as much as I can. And so yesterday I used my vacuum cleaner. I vacuumed up the entire floor. Everything's totally fine. To be fair, I didn't vacuum this. I just fucking shook it out outside. That's why it's kind of dirty. And I did everything. It's already done. Like, it's already done. And this is after, by the way, I had to, and then I had to go to Verizon to help my dad get a new phone, right? And so I'm getting my dad a new phone at the same time. And then also, like, I'm like, okay, well, you want to try an iPad, right? Because I was gonna.
Oh, you do want to? He doesn't want a Toshiba
And
Link or whatever it's called.
I actually took a bath yesterday too because I was like, well, I was picking my nose. Just to be honest,
picking my
right?
nose.
I was picking my nose, and
That's some
all
fucking
the
Luffy
boogers
shit.
were black.
Just
And I was
ah.
like, I think we need to get some professionals in here. This doesn't seem very good. And so I am gonna hire some professionals and actually get the house cleaned.
Dude, my man is like dying, dude. He's just slowly decomposing, rotting in from the inside out. It's just like, he's like, finally, I've suffered enough. My temple is being overrun by the Sith right now.
Up. My goal originally, whenever I cleaned my house, this was kind of a while ago, and blood. No, I can tell the difference between blood and vinegar. Trust me, it's not blood. And anyway, so that's what's gonna happen. I've already begun the process. I have somebody that's working on it for me, like making it happen. It is literally happening as we speak, right? And so that's pretty much it. I'm too under-leveled for this dungeon, man. I am. And
Hey,
I
fuck
thought
though,
to
it's
myself,
Joey Karate today, you
how
understand me? And
insanely,
you're here
like,
for the
'cause I can
UFC
say,
minute.
oh, I have super fast reflexes, and I was able to stop myself or whatever.
Dude, I was able to stop myself. Yeah,
Maybe that's true. But I also really got lucky. I got insanely fucking lucky. I could have hurt myself. I could have broken a bone.
Oh, 100%.
I'm not doing that again. Like I'm
Probably,
willing to take
it would
risks,
be of
right?
in
I'm
your
willing to
best
take risks,
interest to not do that again.
but this is a bit much, right? Were you alone? Yeah, of course.
Oh my god, dude. Can you imagine, dude? That could have ended so much worse. Like, if you landed the wrong way, or like all that shit just landed on top of him and he couldn't move, dude, he would have been fucked.
Yeah, I live by myself. And
Dude,
so,
he's
yeah,
actually
that's
so
it. And,
lucky, bro. That's why I don't want to live
so
by
glad you're
myself,
okay, no
dude.
big boss. Well, hey,
One of the big
I'm
reasons
the
why I
kind
don't
of
like
guy-
living by
okay, listen,
myself.
like, I used to always do things that you shouldn't do with my friends whenever we grew up. And one time we almost got in trouble with the individuals that get you in trouble, and you get in trouble a lot, right? We almost got caught. And I told myself, and I was like, I was like, okay, guys, that was it. That was the last time I'm ever going to do this again. And so they're like, oh, yeah, right. And like, I actually
Yeah,
quit
sure,
entirely.
Asmon.
I
Yeah,
quit,
sure.
they didn't. One of them went to prison. And I never went to jail. I never got arrested. I never even got pulled over. I never got in trouble at all. So I know when
What
to
was
hold
the
them. I
thing?
know when to fold them. And bro, I fucking folded
When to hold
yesterday.
them, I know
I'm
when
gonna
to
be
fold
honest.
them.
I folded. And so I figure, you know what?
He's
That's okay.
perished. He has
And
been
I'm
slain.
gonna go and
He's been
get,
felded.
like, basically, there's like maybe 5 or 10 different things that are wrong with my house in like a big way. And somebody was talking about like asbestos and everything. I've got to
Oh,
text
100%.
my friend,
100%.
because like his grandma lives up the street.
So
and,
much
like, you know, we grew
mold
up
and
together.
shit,
I've
bro.
gotta
He
ask
probably
her,
got like
do you
asthma because of this
know-
shit.
Did your grandma ever get the ceiling checked for asbestos? Because like our houses were built at the same time. Yeah, I've got to hit up Zach McElreevy and so is your tailbone okay? Sure. Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Says sure, and then when he goes to the fucking doctor to get his, to get an X-ray and shit, it's just like broken into smithereens. It's just been annihilated, blasted. Like it's literally just fucking been turned into sashimi.
I'm totally fine. Yeah, there's no issue at all. When was your house built? I think 1975.
Oh my
So-
lord, dude, no. Oh man, dude, Asmon, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have it checked for asbestos. Yep, we're gonna have it checked.
We're gonna have it checked. Are you sure that's all you need to do, bro? Is just have it
And
checked?
so did that happen today? It's not gonna happen today. It'll take a little bit of time, but I've already got everything patched up. and
Yeah, it's
everything,
happening
and,
today while you're
and we're
streaming
okay.
live. Like they're just checking for
yeah,
it while
that's
you're
pretty
streaming
much where we're
live.
at. Give me 1 second.
They're like fucking like fogging out his house to get all the mold out and shit, all these toxins, and he's just still in there
I
recording.
think I have a little bit of a cough from it. Not really. Because like
Yeah, I
I've been trying
fucking
to
wonder
anytime
why.
I picked anything up, I look to see if there's any debris in it or anything. But no, not really. I looked it up also, by the way, and this is what they said about asbestos, is that it's not, well, number one, they said asbestos is not good for you.
Yeah,
Do
no
not put
fucking
it on pizza.
shit.
Don't use it as a mixer for alcohol.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
Also, do not inject it either.
Yeah,
you're
just injecting? You're injecting? You're injecting asbestos?
You know, but they said that if you have brief exposure to it, whenever you're doing home renovations,
Doctor, give me 20 cc's full of asbestos.
Problematic, right? And that's what they said. The issue really is that when you're in it and you're dealing with it for like a long period of time, right? Because like basically they were
so in this case,
that,
your whole life, dude, you've just been marinating in asbestos your whole fucking life, dude. You've just been, you know, just like a nice long dry aged steak, but in this case, a nice asbestos aged steak.
My uncle died of asbestos. Yes, exactly, right. Why not? Well, wrong. Yeah, it's long.
You are wrong.
And it's like, so you live in a house with asbestos, and basically, what asbestos is that it's like it's like some sort of thing, and if you have, what do you call it? If you have too much of it in a certain area, if it gets disturbed, it can be damaging, right? And so that's just a thing. Yeah, it's a fiber, I guess, right?
If it gets disturbed, yeah.
And so basically,
more or less.
Me, I've never had any of that happen, and also, like, by the way, I've lived in this house for 30 years already, so like, I mean,
yeah,
you know, if like
about that,
cooked, right? Like, I mean, if this was
asbestos
fucked, and I was getting asbestos poisoning, I was already fucked, right? It fucks up
yeah,
lungs. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
And so that's really what it is. It's flame retardant. Yes, exactly. And so yeah, I've already been in the house forever, so I'm already fucked if it is, and it was exposed. But basically, if you don't like fuck with it, nothing bad will really happen. But the problem is that when you do fuck with it,
it's been fucked with. It's been more than fucked with.
And so, yeah, and asbestos there is undisturbed, is no problem. Yes, exactly.
It's literally been like anally touched.
Basically, what we're going to do is we are going to have the ceiling checked for asbestos.
You might as well,
sure
dude.
It doesn't happen. And
yeah,
that's what it was. Maybe
unfortunately, got like asthma or some shit.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah. Let's see here. Nothing wrong with a little bit of attic cough? Yeah, a little bit, right? And I also haven't talked a whole lot. Like yesterday, I talked to my dad a little bit. This is the first time I've really been talking to anybody in like over a day. And like now I'm talking nonstop. So I don't find this to be alarming at all. It's okay. I'm not.
At least there's not any immediate health effects. That's good.
So
yeah, me too,
not
dude.
About it too much at all. And so yeah, check
as long as he's chilling, dude. That's all that really matters. As long as he's safe, you know.
Now, there were a lot of people that were asking me, like, basically, like, why do you live like this, etc. This is a house, like, this is my home. I grew up here. I lived here my whole life.
The memories, I feel it.
You know,
nostalgia.
I don't want to get rid of the house. Like, I could very easily go buy a mansion and go live somewhere else. But this is my home, and I love living here, and it makes me happy. The only reason why I would ever move away is if I was going to move in with, like, a girl and, like, maybe start like, a family or something. Then I would move away. Just so I'd have more space and, like, you know, I wouldn't want my kids to grow up in the same house that I did, right? I think that would be selfish. But, like, otherwise,
fair enough.
You know, like, I have no real reason to move away or do anything like that. And so, anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. And so,
that's
like,
a fair,
my mom was, like, really
fair analysis.
Like, I wouldn't really say she was a hoarder, but she was just really extremely messy, and she would just never allow me to throw anything away or get rid of anything.
So a hoarder.
And so, like,
it's like that fucking episode of South Park. Oh, but I'm a sheep herder. Yes, we know, and it's pronounced hoarder.
It might sound like weird for me to say this, but like, I actually like it when I have nothing in my house, basically, or in my immediate area. Like, I like having nothing around because every single thing is like a problem to me, right? But what's happened is that, you know, like all these things, like my mom has just had so many things and so much stuff that it was hard to get rid of all of it. And any efforts that I would take or try to push towards like getting it clean or improving things at all, like for a long time I was afraid to do it because of COVID at the time, because she refused to get the vaccine, so I couldn't have anybody come into the house and do anything because, like, well, I mean, they can't. Like, I'd be putting her at risk, and then before that, we didn't have the money for it. And so there was never really an opportunity that I really had to be able to do this because, like, I told her, I was like, you know, I'll do anything you want, right? You want me to do, like, a fucking, like, a walk-in a bathtub? Like, I'll do anything, but she just didn't really want to deal with it, and she also never wanted people to come in the house. It was a pretty big issue, right? And, like, it's hard to know like what the right decision is or what not to do or whatever. But yeah, it sucks, right? It does. It sucks. But that's pretty much the reason why it was like that or whatever. I don't think you're a hoarder. You're just lazy. Yeah, definitely. You're here for
Yeah, I
your
was about to
change
say the
because
same thing.
you
I
went
don't think
bald
he's a
early. Now
hoarder.
you're
I
trying to
think
hold on to
Asmon,
everything and
particularly
just get rid
Asmon,
of
is
stuff.
just lazy. I think
Yeah,
his
bro.
mom was
Like,
a
don't
hoarder
cut your
though.
hair. It'll never come back. No, I mean, obviously, like, I don't really like change. I like things the way they are, for sure. But at the same time, I think that there's a point where it's unreasonable, and I think that we've gotten to that point pretty easily. And
At
so I'm
least,
hoping that
you know, at least he's sane enough and conscious enough to acknowledge the limits, you know, and some people, you know, they'll just keep pressing on and keep chucking on until it gets like too crazy, and then they can't even do nothing about it. So that's good, you know. He's got like limits. That's how I guess you could kind of tell if somebody's like rational enough, is if you know they know their limits. That alone in itself, knowing your limits, is a very it's a powerful thing, man.
after, all this is over, I'll be able to get things cleaned up and fixed it, right?
Yar.
Mm. Did you find a dead animal? No. It was built during 1980. It's a very disruptive process to remove it professionally. It's also monitored by the government during the process. It needs to be removed by vetted workers individually. Also, note.
Yeah, you can't just do this shit because and you do it. If you were to do this and you're not trained and then you fuck something up and then put other people around you like your neighbors and stuff at risk, you could get like fucked for that, dude. Like I'm pretty sure like you get sued and shit, possibly even charged because like you're contaminating a space and shit. You could probably get arrested. So it's like not even worth it, man. Like it's just like, bro, unless you are trained in this and this is your specific field of work, or like you've just had training in this and like whatever. But always just hire somebody, dude. Don't think that you're the fucking plumber and that you could do everything yourself unless you took trade school classes. That's fine, if you actually have some type of training or background in this. But for the most part, always try to get somebody to come in and do this shit for you.
Linger in the air for 10 years. I mean, I don't know really what to say at that point, right? If asbestos is like in the air for 10 years, what do they have to like burn down the house? Like I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So I'm not sure what's gonna happen or whatever. You can still live in the same house, just a more modern version with the original charm. It's more safer and convenient. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably,
probably gonna have to modernize it.
And like for example, like my sink doesn't work. There's one
Oh
of the
my God,
bathtubs
Nuxner
in the
posted
bathrooms
another
doesn't
video
work.
on New
There's
York.
like all kinds of things that are
Nonetheless,
wrong with the
fuck.
house. Like I just I grew up at this house and like my mom never had any money growing up to like really fix a lot of this stuff or any inclination to either. And so it just kind of got worse over the years, and that's pretty much what it was. So yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know really what I'm going to do, but like I do think that like this
He'll figure it out. I already know
like,
Asmon will figure it
originally,
out.
I was just like I blew it off.
Not too
I was
worried.
like, okay, well, like you win some, you lose some.
Oh shit!
But, like after people
There
were
is my
telling me, like, what
microphone, my
happened to
camera
them
froze.
in, like, these situations, I decided I was like, this is too much, right? Like I just.
Oh
you know,
my
I
God.
put
Oh my, yeah. I feel like if you were to step into your hallway and you just see this shit, bro, I feel like yeah, any like normal person would just be like, all right, dude, this enough is enough. We gotta do some shit about this. We gotta clean this shit up, like it's just like you can't. It's literally just like fucking John Cena DDT'd somebody through this shit.
myself at too much of a risk, and I'm not going to do that. And so that was about it. Property's big enough, you can buy a tiny house to live in. No, I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. I'm going to, like, there's going to be steps that I'm going to take. I'm going to talk to a professional.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm going to have them inform me on, like, the best steps forward, right? Like, I have a number of people I can trust, etc., to do that. And I'm just simply going to, approach it from that way. Is this happening yesterday? Yes, it did. It happened yesterday. And so that's it. A little peace of mind. You can get a couple of air purifiers until they're done. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I could maybe do that.
Anybody who has like a stuffy nose or really bad allergies, specifically they're winter, in between fall and spring seasons, in between the changing of seasons, I would definitely recommend like a humidifier, like an air purifier, something to keep the air like moist and keep your nostrils not dry and actually keep them like fucking not wet but like refreshed or moist or whatever, and that'll help you breathe a lot more. Because I suffer with that, and when I did have a air humidifier slash purifier, it actually did help like a whole lot. Like it helped me fucking breathe a lot better.
And you're gonna renovate your house whenever it's cleaned up? I mean, not entirely, but I'll renovate the places, the parts that are unclean
White people
or
renovating houses?
problematic. Yeah, I will. Absolutely. So, if you're considering getting a new house, well, I covered that a minute ago. I would only
He
do it
literally
if I was
just
moving in with
brought that
somebody.
up, though. He literally
But
just said that.
other than that, like getting married, like other than that, I like living here. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal. And
As
so,
it
yeah,
should be.
that's at least the way that I
Why
feel about it.
needlessly spend money on shit
Did you
like
see a
that?
new GTA trailer? Yeah, I did. Did you see us seeing Hassan?
Which is ironic too. Oh my god, and he just mentioned Hassan too. I was just about to bring that up. Hassan is like a fucking apparently like he's living on a minimalist income, minimalist budget or whatever, where he spends the most minimal things. And this is coming from a guy who lives in a fucking $3 million mansion and shit, and has like Ferraris and stuff. And look at Asmon, dude. My man is what Hassan claims to be. My man still lives in his childhood home. Like, look at this shit. Everything is still, like, not old, but, you know, certainly not new. Everything's basically hand-me-downs. Fucking, you know, he lives comfortably in his home. He doesn't fucking excessively buy shit. You know, when he streams, you know, you don't see, like, look at his background. Look at the difference between his background and Hassan's background. Hassan's background, dude, is just, like, a bunch of shit, you know, a bunch of fucking nice, luxurious stuff behind him, a nice shelf, and look at Asmon. It's just, you know, like normal stuff. It literally looks like he's in his living room. It's just, you know, normal house shit. It's like fucking.
Yeah, I did. We'll get through all that. But like,
One of them is clearly a fraud, and one of them is the real deal.
What was going on, etc. Have you noticed termites? No, I haven't. I didn't notice a single termite. To be honest with you, I was kind of surprised by that. Are you good for now? Yeah, for now. And
Yeah,
hopefully it stays the same. But yeah. What about the pipes? Oh, they're fucked too.
The Pikes?
And
the Pike Syndicate?
Probably cost me, I'm just gonna say it. It'll probably cost me over $100,000 to get everything done.
Oh, 100%. What the fuck?
That much. It was gonna be an insane amount of money.
Yeah, 100%.
Just because of how many things are wrong. Like, I probably have to rebuild that more.
I shouldn't have waited so long either.
I mean, I have some things done, like the siding on the house is done all the way. But yeah, if it takes more, then it takes more, right? That's it. I mean, it's my home, and so I'm gonna have to do it, right? But I'm not going to clean up everything. I'm just going to clean up the stuff that's, like, actively dangerous, right?
Damn, son, like, where'd you find this?
But, yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and that's what
Alex Jones was right. Wait, whoa.
And,
wait, whoa. What was that?
And, that's why...
Whoa.
Like, very inconvenient. But, yeah, that's...
Bush officially claims U.S. built secret 21 trillion underground city for rich and powerful to live if near extinction event happens. Alex Jones was right. What the fuck?
What happened, and that's why I wasn't on yesterday.
I want to look at that.
Man, what a fucking day.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked, dude. That's pretty
fucked.
fucked.
Day. Yeah, Mudahar responded. And,
oh, Muda. Said, bro, I look at getting the home inspected when you get the chance. For real. Said cleaning crew is solid, just worried about asbestos and other shit. Yeah, dude. Everybody's about that asbestos shit.
Cleaning shit up, man.
Yar.
I'm a bit surprised. I'm actually quite surprised.
Quite baffled, perplexed, if even.
No, I didn't.
Wait, baffled.
Wait, what? No, guys, come on. And stream it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I got him. And I am gonna get that
stream
done.
it.
It's in the process of being done now. It's not gonna happen immediately, but it'll take a little bit of time, and then we'll get into it. Cleaning the whole house or just the new mess. I am going to. I can just make like a little short list, okay?
A little shorty wisty listy.
House problems. Sink doesn't work.
Oh my god, how?
Hole in.
Dude, there's no way you call this an operational house without even a fucking sink. Where do you wash your dishes, bro? Is this why you always get plastic cups? This is why your sink is always filled with the dishes, because fucking your sink don't even work? Does he wash the dishes just like my cousin doing shit in Honduras? He goes outside with like a fucking, you know, like a fucking bucket, and he has like a well of water, and he just fucking, you know, pours it over manually, fucking washes everything.
In the door.
That's some G shit, yo.
Rats get in from.
You're a rat. He's a rat.
Hole in
He's a rat.
The
He's a rat.
Pantry that rats get in from. Hole in the ceiling because the light fixture fell down. Let's see. Bathroom broken. Let's see. Besides that, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Garage door destroyed. Garage door.
Oh my god. Dude, your house is like invadable right now. Your garage door is broken. Bathroom door is broken. Hole in the ceiling. Like, dude, I could like invade your house from like any angle. I could sneak in through the ceiling. I could just parade through the garage door. Like, if I'm a rat, I could just parade through your pantry, dude.
Door broken. Wasps get in.
Fuck it, dude. My man doesn't need a home inspector. My man needs the Rainbow Six Siege team here, yo. At this point, you need the whole fucking defender squad out here reinforcing shit. Reinforcing barrier! Putting up wall! You need them fucking metal ass walls, you know, that barricading wall! That they fucking put up at the. You need. My man Asmi needs a whole 30-second prep phase, dude. Like, god damn. Reinforcing door!
I think those are like kind of some of the big ones, right?
Some.
I'm trying to think
Oh my god. You hear this guy? He said some.
if there's anything else that's really problematic as well. Oh yeah, mold in the bathroom.
Oh my god, that's filthy, dude. That's filthy.
Okay. Let's see. Besides that, that's not really big. Oh yeah, the roof.
Dude, that's terrible.
Hole in my mom's room with water damage.
Oh, my hole in your mom's room with water damage? What the fuck?
And yeah, the new hole from yesterday, obviously. Kitchen cabinet. Oh yeah, kitchen cabinets are rotten, decayed. Okay, let's see, house problems. Okay, that's another one. Okay, besides that, I'm just trying to think. Carpet. Oh yeah, carpet. Carpet is rotten.
Oh my god.
Waterlogged.
This fucking guy, man.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely that. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, wall.
It's just like a never-ending list, bro.
From smoke.
Literally just like a never-ending list.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much, those are the main ones, right? Need a new paint job? Yeah, I'm trying to think, is there any new issues? That's pretty much a good start, right? Is the foundation good? Yeah, foundation's fine, it's not an issue. And outside the house is pretty much all cleaned up, it's fine. I had to get
I fucking hope so.
His inspector came out. There's like a whole situation a while ago. And let's see. New pipes. Oh yeah, well, I think that like there's some, this is probably a good start. Oh yeah, hole in the wall from when Zach tried to do a front flip onto the bed and kicked the hole in the wall. There's definitely that, but we just put a blanket over that, so that's not really a big issue. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, a little bit, a few of these things, right? These would be the ones that I would start with, okay? Just move, bro. The oven works. Yeah, the oven does work. You're on speaker. What, did I forget something? Well, you're on speaker. What, did I forget something?
Yeah, you remember when I punched a hole in the wall?
Remember when I punched a hole in the wall?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got it.
Put the door back on your bathroom. Right, your bedroom, I mean, the front bedroom.
No, I have that. That's good. The door's fine.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
In your room, in that front room?
Yeah. No, I did that. I was like 15, 16.
Oh.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well,
It's just like literally like a laundry list of shit, dude. Tried to do a front flip on and kick the hole into the wall. Oh my god. So he tried to do a fucking front. I'm telling you, dude, he literally tried to swanton bomb. I already know that that's probably the whole reason why there's a giant hole in this fucking ceiling. Asmon was probably bored upstairs in the attic. You know, he wanted to have a little bit of fun. So he thought it was a good idea to fucking swanton bomb, you know, through his fucking ceiling.
The fact that your bathroom and your mom's bathroom
Ha.
shithole.
I have that. Yeah.
Well, that's not only the mold, but the
Well, that's his
toilet.
guess.
You didn't get a new toilet. You know, you need a new toilet. That thing's a shithole.
That thing's a shithole.
Well, that's what they all are. But yeah,
That's what they all say.
right. Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing there is. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Mira, esa con la que vos dijiste tú de
No,
conectarte
no,
en
no.
el televisor
I
de
got
allá.
No, yo
let
no
me call
conecté
you
nada.
after
No, eso está
after
conectado
I
ahí
go
por
live,
años.
and I've got an update for you.
Ok,
on
mis
it,
cosas no tienen que ver
but,
nada con
'cause
eso.
I did it this morning.
Oh, okay. Let me check on these guys first before they do the work.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, thanks, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But I'm sure you think of something else.
Right. Okay. All right. Yo. Bye. Okay. Yeah. So there were a couple of things I did forget about, but for the most part, that was about it. But yeah, that's pretty much. where
Man
we're
really
at
just
right now.
called him just to
And
correct him.
hopefully we'll get a lot of this done. You should spend a little money. I'm going to. I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I hope he fucking gets that shit fixed, dude, because it's very bad for your health. You know, you want to be just marinating in asbestos. Anyways, that's enough for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.